Hey, so I've been thinking a bit more about uh, addiction, mainly because I've been reading those dev psych textbooks, and I see some potential causes for addiction. Now, when it comes to psychology, there's a lot of things that can be helpful to a psychological undertaking. There's anthropology. Anthropology can provide insights. There is ethology, which is the study of animals in their natural habitat, basically wild behavior. And there are as multiple kinds of psychology can have different takes on the same topic. So, when it comes to developmental psychology, I've been reading this one mostly, Howard Gardner's Developmental Psychology An Introduction from 1978. Uh, this book particularly discusses the upbringing, attachment, how attachment forms, and what different kinds of attachments can be formed. Now, one interesting thing to note is that uh, he focuses on matriarchy, really. So, a monomatric household, that is, a household with one mother, has a child with the least amount of stress. Uh, However, this he doesn't cover this, but I know for a fact that that also requires a father to be present. um, a polymatric household, that is a household with multiple mothers, uh, is, a child will be raised, they will have more stress, but they will also score higher on intelligence tests. So, uh, essentially, a monomatric household, you have more stability, and so there's less stress, but you have less novelty, and so there's a lower intelligence there. And a polymatric household, you have less stability, so there's more stress, but you have more uh, novelty, and so there's more intelligence developing. Now, as far as fathers go, we know that the absence of a father is one of the biggest problems in our society. The absence of a father literally triggers the war instinct in children, because, of course, historically and prehistorically, the only time the father was absent was when there was a war going on. And what this means is that uh, the uh, the child has to prepare for wartime. So young males become more aggressive, young females become more sexual. And what we have been seeing since the women's liberation movement of the 60s, uh, we have fewer fathers in the household. We have more aggression, more violence. We have more sexuality, more promiscuity. And we have more stress. And of course, we also have more polymatric households, simply due to the fact that children are being brought up in daycares around multiple women or multiple people, and so they are growing up with more stress. They're also growing up with more novelty because of this, which could be a contributing factor to the Flynn effect. Um, Now, but yes, this is part of why we have more drug use now, because people are more stressed. People are growing up without a stable household, without a father figure, and or with multiple mother figures in their lives, or both, and they are more stressed. They are in the war instinct. they're having their war instincts triggered. And this is, of course, people who are more stressed tend to look for ways to ease their stress. People who are in the war instinct look for ways to appease themselves. War is even the instinct for war is not pleasant. Now, this book does cover a bit of ethology and a bit of anthropology as well. So that is something that is interesting. Now, I did want to talk a bit about this book because someone said I should read the book from the 1970s first, because books from the 1970s do more to encourage critical thinking than books that came afterwards. This book is the sixth printing, which means it's from 1999. Sixth printing, third edition, Patricia Miller. And this book starts out discussing what a theory is. It discusses the philosophy of science, and it discusses the reason for theories in psychology and in science. So this actually does do quite a bit to encourage critical thinking. I haven't gotten very far into it. I've been focusing on the book from the 70s. But as I've said in the past, one thing that could be helpful in preventing or treating addiction is initiation ritual. This comes from anthropology. Our civilization lacks initiation rituals. We have people who feel disconnected from each other. An initiation ritual would provide connection. It would provide a sort of ranking system. So we would be able to have more respect for people in higher ranks because they've gone through these initiations. It also alters the psyche more on a more direct level. If you study occult psychology, or read Prometheus Rising, read Quantum Psychology by Robert Anton Wilson, or read Programming and Metaprogramming in the Human Biocomputer by John C. Lilly, you see that there are different practices that you can engage in that will alter the neural pathways that your brain takes to deal with everyday information. And so an initiation ritual, simply by engaging in it, would alter the neural pathways that you are thinking about the world with. We could actually legalize drugs and have an initiation ritual for each drug. And this could prevent addiction. It could prevent addiction. It could help make the substance be more useful, more pragmatic. But yeah, we lack connection in our modern world, and we are overly stressed. That's about all. Thank you for watching. Peace.